Welcome back to Scatterpot, episode 35. Welcome back to Scatterpot Podcast. Canaan, David. Right into the news.
Literally breaking news. This was announced 30 minutes ago, tops. But by the time this episode comes out, it's old news.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not, because most news won't cover this till Monday. So we'll be on time with the news. What? Oh, that's a Borderlands 3 thing. Sorry. I just like... No, but yes, Overwatch 2.
Yes.
So, political stances aside, you and I are both fans of Overwatch. Don't you lie.
Sure.
We can look at how many hours you've clocked into that game. I was about to say. Yeah, so we're both fans of Overwatch. I've been playing for 3 years, and you've been playing for a majority of 3 years. Because I got it day one, and I tricked you. Well, no, I didn't trick you. I won a bet.
An implausible bet.
Improbable. An impossible. I'm gonna go that far. An impossible bet.
I still don't know how that even happened.
And so, like, you got it, like, 4 or 5 months after it released.
Yeah.
Dude, I know we've talked about the bet on the podcast. I know we've talked about it, so we're not going to double dip into that. But basically, all we're going to say is, Halo, we were losing a match beyond belief. 2 minutes or, like...
It was like a minute.
A minute 30. Or the ridiculously short amount of time.
That we couldn't kill the bosses. So.
But it was high, yeah, and Canaan tryharded. He tryharded harder than ever tryhard.
Yes.
But yes, Overwatch 2, they just officially announced. This one has a this one centers. That's
There's the word.
There's writing. Centers around PvE events instead of competitive PvP events. That doesn't mean there isn't PvP events, because they announced Push, which they said was a new core mode. Now, I can't say for certain, and I'm going to look this up to see if they've put this on the Overwatch website, but I'm pretty sure, like, it's all, like, everything that's in Overwatch 1, well, and what I mean by everything is that Overwatch 2 will still have quick play, competitive play, all the maps, everything. It's literally Overwatch 1 shifted over with the PvE event, well, the PvE game modes, hero select with hero customization to an extent, and the new push mode. Now, they did announce that at launch there's going to be a multitude of new heroes in Overwatch 2. But Jeff did say, for those of you who have Overwatch 1, you will get all the new maps. He basically said, like, you're not going to be left behind. Like, you're still going to have all the new maps that are released. And I feel like he said something about the new characters, but I can't be certain, so that's why I'm looking it up to see if the new characters are going to be Overwatch 2 exclusive, or yeah. So what are your thoughts?
If it is what you said and it's just Overwatch, but like a DLC, then
now that brings up the discussion of how much added to a new game is it considered a new game. That because
it would have to be a brand new everything.
Hold on. We can't say it has to be a brand new everything with the amount of.
Okay, let me say this: Destiny 2. Are those DLCs or new games? They're DLCs.
I was about to. Well, because so here's the thing. That's the issue, because we're in a lot of games do that. Like, arguably, Call of Duty games do that.
Right.
Because it's essentially same core mechanics, just different maps, different characters, and then a few new special abilities.
Right.
Now, is that a sequel or is that DLC?
It's Call of Duty, so I would argue that's a sequel.
Now, why would
But you can argue that it's a DLC. I don't have a stance on the Call of Duty genre, though.
Okay, because the thing is that I ask is that Overwatch 1 is same core mechanics, couple new characters, couple new maps, and a couple new features, including new game modes and stuff like that. I'm personally of the belief of, like, if it drastically... Well, how do I say this? Because making games aren't cheap, so I understand why you don't do a business model of just one game for 10, 12 years. But, like, I think the PvE, like, as a core mode, like, they're adding that as its own thing. I believe that's what separates this from a sequel to DLC. Because DLC, we get new maps, we get new characters. But I think the hero missions, the story mode, per se, the customizable... I feel like those three things in conjunction are enough to warrant it being called a sequel instead of DLC. And that's just me personally, and also I'm trying to find... Okay. Yeah, and also they are changing... They're going to talk about this more tomorrow in their panel. And so we're basically... That translates to we're not talking about it because it's going to be so old news by the time we get there. But they're going to discuss what's new. They're changing their engine, and they're changing the designs and the art style of the game just a little bit. And you can see it, but it's not like huge.
They're changing the engine. That's
a
I don't know why they would.
Well, I mean,
if it's better,
it's
sure.
funny. We have a picture, and they're also changing the looks of a bunch of new characters.
Yeah.
And apparently it seems to be more lighting based.
Yeah, it's definitely brighter for sure.
Take the balance. Come on, I can't find anything on if the heroes are coming back to I can't find anything. Yeah, so this game takes place also in the timeline, because they have a timeline now. I'm looking at it. So the timeline, this takes place after Winston's recall video at the beginning. That plays at the beginning of Overwatch 1 when you boot it up. Yeah. It takes place right after that, for the most part. Which, I mean, that's why I liked this. We watched a short before... We watched the cinematic short they released, and it shows, like, the growing pains of restarting Overwatch, which I do enjoy, because I was always like, so just everyone joined back, pretty much. But
not everyone.
Yeah, so, Juan. Okay. Current Overwatch players will battle... Oh, wait. Okay, this is interesting. Current Overwatch players will battle side by side with Overwatch 2 players in PvP multiplayer. They will also be able to play Overwatch 2 heroes and maps.
Okay.
So mainly the main difference between Overwatch 1 and 2
just the PvE
is the PvE hero missions, and I believe that would also include the custom.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm curious about. Like, is the custom going to be part of not even competitive blood, but just like... Because competitive games have custom characters like that. Like, because you have MOBAs, like League. You and I played League for a bit, and in League you can upgrade your character, and then Heroes of the Storm, you can upgrade your character. And I'm just curious what that means for balance, per se.
If it's just for the PvP modes that are added to Overwatch 2, I don't know, did you say they're going to come to Overwatch as well? Or do you know?
Well, so it doesn't specifically say because legit, this is the whole blurb. Current Overwatch players will battle side by side with Overwatch 2 players in PvP, so I guess it's shared servers? Maybe, because it says battle side by side. So maybe the upgrades are only for the PvE story mode. That's fine.
I would probably bet on that, but I mean, I wouldn't see why they couldn't do...
Well, the reason why I'd say they couldn't do the new put it in Overwatch 1 is because... Well, they couldn't allow it. It's because, like, I'm assuming you unlock those abilities by doing the hero missions and doing the story mode.
Yeah, probably.
So, like, you would either have to have a different way for people in Overwatch 1 to unlock it, or have Overwatch 2 players be massively overpowered with these ridiculous moves that we kept on seeing. And also, most of those moves they showed off seemed specifically useful for PvE events.
Yeah, I think that's all it is for.
Yeah, it's probably going to be just for the story mode. But yeah, so Overwatch 1 will still get the new heroes and the new maps. Now, here was the big thing I wanted to... Oh, yeah, also, Jeff made a funny joke. He said, we have a demo downstairs. You can play the new push mode. Can't wait for you guys to try it out and see how balanced it is. he looked around the room, like, trying to say, like, yeah, it's balanced. But here is the big news. Here is the thing that got me literally super excited, and you're going to like this, too.
Uh-oh.
Overwatch 2, for the first time, is going to introduce... Well, actually, that's not the right way to word it. Overwatch 2 is going to allow you to bring forward all your skins, your emotes, your sprays.
Oh, I would hope so.
Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2.
I would hope so.
Well, you could argue because
that would be a huge scam if not. That would literally be the biggest. That would be worse than EA. Oh, Canaan almost died.
Almost died.
But yeah, that'd be worse than EA, dude.
But here's the thing I'm curious about. So, for someone like me who has a Blizzard account linked to 3 different consoles,
I would say it would be the same thing, separate.
So you think my Switch, when they release Overwatch 2, if it comes to Switch, if I got the Switch version, the Switch would get my Switch skins, and then my Xbox, which I'm not going to get because I don't play my Xbox at all, would get my Xbox skins, and then my PC would get my PC skins.
I'd bet on it.
Dude, I really wish they were just like, hey, we saw that your account's connected to 3 different things.
You would think,
dude. But the thing is that, and this is what I wish they would do. They just merge all the accounts and all duplicates just get to coins, and then just let me have a shopping. Let me have a shopping spree because, gosh, like I have so many. Oh, dude, it was funny, legit. Like Jeff, when he announced that, everyone like cheered and everything, and he's like, "Yes." We really don't want to do anything to upset the player base. If we didn't, you guys would have been furious. And you could tell, the whole time when Jeff was on stage, you could tell he was sort of like playing it up funny because of everything that's going on with Blizzard. Mm-hmm. Like and Jeff has the ability to do that. Jeff's a god.
Jeff is dead.
Jeff is dead. I love it that you're like, if there's an ad, I'm not going to watch it. And I'm like, Daddy, Jeff didn't do anything wrong.
I'd give... If Overwatch, separated from Blizzard, which I don't think they could because everything's trademarked by Blizzard. But,
well, I mean, technically they could because Destiny separated themselves from Activision.
Or I meant like the Overwatch team. Like
well, no. The Destiny team separated themselves from Activision. Bungie.
Oh yeah.
Well, but the thing is, Bungie was like on Activision, and then they just kind of went like. And so the thing is, well, and technically, I mean, technically they could, but it would be hard for them to get financing because they're not only on Blizzard's teat per se.
Yes, they're sucking their
but
teat.
Blizzard's sucking Activision's teat. So they're getting like hand-me-down milk. After
it's been processed.
After, like, dude, I mean, ugh. Oh yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to talk about later. That's
Terminator.
I want you to guess if that was the hot trash or the room temperature trash.
Room temperature.
You'll find out later in the podcast. Yeah, but Overwatch 2, I'm personally excited. I'm going to pick it up for sure. Now, what your current thoughts? Are you going to pick it up?
As of right at this moment, no.
But in a year's time,
depending on what Blizzard does going forward.
What do you mean what Blizzard does going forward?
Yeah. They just, I mean, like, I understand it's not Overwatch's fault.
Like the thing is that
if I could pay them directly, I would.
No, you're yelling at the kid for his dad being racist. It's like your dad's a racist. It's like,
yeah, I mean that's a good example.
It's like I'm not racist though. I haven't upset anyone. It's like, yeah, but you're related to him. Like that's the reason why I personally haven't been mad at Overwatch.
I mean, no, I'm not mad at Overwatch. I'm mad at Blizzard. But
I mean,
Blizzard gets money from Overwatch, which is why
they don't get my money from. Like all the money that I've given to Overwatch has been given already. Like I'm not the one to buy loot boxes and stuff like that. So I'm personally okay with it because it's like because despite all that, I still find Overwatch a fun game, especially the revitalization on the Switch. I've been loving that to pieces. But recently I've been playing a bunch of Luigi's Mansion 3, which is coming. But speaking of sequels,
Apple at it again.
Apple stealth announced and launched, because they announced it and released it like a day later.
Yeah,
the AirPods Pro.
You should not get them.
What are your thoughts?
Disgusting. Just Apple being Apple.
What part is disgusting?
The fact that they just added the gel to the AirPod.
Well,
and said, "Hey, pay $100 more because this has the gel on it."
Okay, so
it's like, okay, thank you.
I'm gonna, as someone who actually does research on this show, as the one who does research on this show,
sure.
I still don't think I don't think the $250 price tag justifies it. But for those of you who are wondering about AirPods Pro, just in case, there's not only the silica gel. They changed the form factor. They're slightly shorter than the AirPods regular. Actually, I have my AirPods on me, so I can
demonstration.
So, AirPods currently look like this. This was regarded as, and the only reason why I'm not hating on the design, there are a lot of people hating on the new design, but there's one reason I'm not hating on the new design. Because do you remember when this was the new AirPod? And how much everyone hated this design?
I remember people hated it because it basically looked like
It looked like their headphones just with the cord snipped off.
Yeah.
And also like a slightly longer stem. So like that's the reason why I'm not hating on it, because if this can turn out to look normal, I believe in anything. If you don't believe in a god, this is a popular looking headphone right now.
It is.
That is proof. But the case is a new design. The case is literally just like this, essentially. And it opens from here, and it's also like just slightly thicker. The AirPods themselves are shorter. The stem is shorter.
Yeah.
They have the ear tips. The ear tips, they actually have a sensor. Well, they have not a sensor, but they have a method on the iPhone, like a little function that you can activate to test how good the seal is in your ear, and they can recommend you to go up a size or down a size in the ear gels, and they give you 3 like any other ear tip one. But yeah, what they do is they play a sound and they use the microphone on the outside to see how much sound leaks out, and then they're like, hey, that's not a good fit, go down or up one. And it's like, okay, they did that. The new ones have active noise canceling, which is arguably something that should have been in this AirPod, but this design doesn't lead to active noise canceling. That's why you need the little tips. Active noise canceling, they have transparency mode, which essentially is like if you have active noise canceling. Oh, my AirPods just turned on. Oh, that probably really jacked up the microphone on. Oh wait, no, I don't know why I'm thinking about that. Never mind. I'm stupid. I'm recording on this microphone. Yeah. We don't. But like basically, you'll have active noise canceling.
Did it connect to your phone or to your computer?
To my phone, so we're good.
Okay.
So active noise canceling. But if you ever wanted to hear, you could just like pinch right here, and it basically just
turns off
the active noise canceling. And also, like most of the headphones that have active noise canceling that turn it off is they just use the microphone on the outside, let air pass through it. Yeah, but AirPods 2, that's a... Yeah. I'm not going to personally buy any. I'm not going to buy them until they drop in price significantly, mainly because...
You basically just bought... It hasn't even been a year.
No, well, because like here's the thing. When I want true quality sound, I use these. But when I'm using my phone for anything...
I use these.
And it's because this is just so convenient just to keep in your pocket.
Right.
And stuff like that. Like, it's no big deal. It's not for me yet. Not for me yet. I mean, if time comes and the money comes in, maybe. But as long as these AirPods are still ticking,
yes,
there's no need for me to get AirPods 2.
Correct.
So we're going to skip down the board.
Are you sure about that? You don't want to do the next one right there?
No.
No?
Mainly because I'm tired of talking. I want you to talk about your mentor.
Yes, so I will give his last name.
Oh.
Kurskovsky.
It's
what? Kurkovsky. He is a teacher at Georgia Gwinnett College, so there you go. Just DDoS him.
I was about to say, I'm like, you just gave him enough information that...
Yeah, I did. That's on purpose. Anyways,
Wait, my professor find this Kirk... Well, he technically would show up there. Yeah.
He's been a big anus. So
did the UK already lose? Because we're on to Denmark
and China.
Or are they just showing the other games?
They might be showing the other games.
Because, this is Group B, round one. I don't know. All right, continue.
Okay, yes. Anyways, yeah, so what did you say? You did get a meeting with your mentor in order to unlock your mentor hold to register for classes.
Yep.
So I wanted to meet on Tuesday, and I said I can. Oh well, okay. He sent me a time at 12:30 to 12:45. Okay. And it said no.
Just don't be late.
No, it just said no scheduling errors. So like nothing was there. I could meet him at that time.
Okay.
And I was like, I sent him. I said, no, I can't meet at that time. I have a class at 12:30 that ends at 1:45. And he said, and then he sent me an email saying, please send me your real availability. I'm sitting there thinking, don't you have everything on me about my availability? So I said, okay, I can meet on Tuesday and Thursdays after 10 and before 12:30, but I have a class at 12:30. So he sends me another meetup at 12 at C2100 when I was going to that thing.
Yeah. So this part you're telling me is Thursday. This is Thursday. Okay, because I was like, okay.
So now
I was wondering where this fits in the timeline.
So yeah, now we're Thursday. Now I leave Canaan.
Yeah,
I'm at Notre C building.
You leave me not understanding how to code this one problem and us update on that coding problem. I legit could not figure it out. I just turned in the half code I had, and just because legit that dot contains method that I found, not actually in Java. It's like,
that's rough.
And like I couldn't find anyone how that method was made. It was like one of those those custom methods that you can like download off the API and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it didn't work in Mimir. So I'm gonna fail that project.
Fun.
Coding just really started, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
This is death.
Yeah, stupid arrays.
Yeah, they could be annoying. Anyways, yes, getting onto it.
You left me.
I left him.
You went to C building.
I went to C building, and the room was. I'll show you afterward. C2100, which is a room with computers in it. Which I've met him during one of his classes before, so I thought it was fine. Thought it was normal. I walk into the classroom, people are in there, and there's a class going on with a different professor in there. And I'm like, okay. So I go to his office in the same building.
Okay.
He's not in there. So now I'm thinking, what is he doing? So like 15 minutes later, he sends me an email. You missed your second meeting, which he says second meeting because we didn't meet the first time, but if we didn't meet the first time, why is it second? Anyways,
you missed your second meeting.
Excuse me?
Maybe he's counting the last time you met up with him,
No, clearly.
You missed your second meeting.
He said, you missed your second meeting without any explanation. He said, are you okay? At that point, he triggered me, quote unquote. I was so passive aggressive with him. I was like,
wait, have you met with him yet?
No.
Oh, you still haven't?
No. This is why I'm so mad. I'm like, because
you were his trigger.
Because he is literally screwing me over because if I don't know how much I need to owe to GGC until after I register for my classes. That's how that works.
Yeah.
I can't see how much I need to owe in order to do that monthly payment thing until I know my classes. I can't do my classes until I can register, and I can't register because I have a mentor hold. And I need to meet with my mentor, and I have all my classes I want to do, and I'm like, can I just send you the classes? I sent him, by the way, after he sent that thing, I sent him passive-aggressive email that said, along the lines of, In your email, you said C2100. C2100 had a different professor and a class going on at that time. And that's basically kind of what that email said.
Yeah.
2 hours later from that, I sent him another passive aggressive saying that it was his error and his fault, but not directly saying that, you know?
Okay.
And then 2 hours after that one, I sent him another email, all replying to the same email he sent me about saying, "Are you okay?"
Oh, so you basically triple texted him.
Oh, yes. I said, I basically said,
what did you
what
say?
was that?
I think that was Zeus freaking out.
Oh my
You
gosh.
probably couldn't hear it.
That was like a freak out. Anyways, yeah, I was like, can I not just send you my my classes I want to take, and then you just left the mentor hold? Because at this point, he is single-handedly screwing everything up.
I can imagine.
So, Professor Kursovsky, if you ever find out that I talked about you on this podcast, just know that this could have been all dealt with if you sent. Oh, that's right. He changed the time. Okay, it said 12 to 12:15, right? He changed the time to 11 to 11:15. I literally saw it change, and I said I sent him.
So he changed it while you were
emailing him.
Oh my gosh.
So I emailed him.
That's
After I saw that.
hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that. I emailed him saying, I just noticed that you changed the time from 12 to 11:15. I said, you did that after you sent me the email. Are you okay? No, I didn't send that.
Are you good, my dude?
That would have been hilarious if I sent that. But yes, as you can tell, I'm very, very mad about this.
I can imagine. I'd be pissed too.
Because,
Dude, that's the thing. I told you. Did I tell you about the time when my mentor screwed me over my first semester?
No. Well, I know you had issues, but I don't know.
So, well, I'll explain this real quick. Also, update on the World Cup. This is just for me and Huber, because by the time this has happened, there's already been a champion. South Korea's up 1-0 on UK. This is the USA game. We're clapping France's cheeks. And then other games that are going on right now is Russian Federation is up 2 on Canada. And China's up 1 on Denmark. Yeah, so...
Mentor.
Yeah, so my mentor and how he screwed me over. So as Huber said, before you register for classes, usually the second semester of the year, they don't really require it before first semester. Not really. At least I didn't have to.
Mind it.
Did you really?
Yes, dude.
So here's the thing. I didn't have to meet with my... Well, my mentor was... All right, let me explain what happened with my mentor, and I answered my own questions. So my mentor, I was supposed to meet with him, and due to my situation as being a student with a bunch of basically a freshman with a bunch of classes already done, I was put in... Not the first wave of class registrations, but mine opened up in the second wave. Like right before they released it to the common folk.
Yeah.
Because once it opens up to everyone, all the classes just get...
Yeah. You need to register.
And and what happened is, so my registration opened on a Monday.
Mine opened up yesterday, by the way. And ends the 8th.
So technically, I don't know when mine opened up, and that's because I don't know what I'm doing for college right now. and you know the reason why.
Yes.
Whew, yeah.
Indubitably.
Oh, USA just... I think that may be official. I think US just clapped Francis.
Who's that?
I don't know. Team manager.
I would assume.
Yeah. I mean, that's
came out of nowhere, just in the middle of all of them.
But the thing is, what happened with mine is, it's the week before the Monday that mine opened up.
Correct.
Okay. And I'm emailing him.
Yes.
I email him, and first thing he does, first off, I email him like Wednesday, the Wednesday before, and I say, can we meet either today, Thursday, or Friday? No response.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Thursday, no response. I email him again.
Understandable. It might have slipped through. It might have slipped through. It's kind of understandable.
I was about to say, can we meet either today or tomorrow? Because I have to register on Monday.
Second email, yeah.
At like 10 p.m. that night, Thursday, he emails me just saying, text me, just with his phone number. And I'm like, text you? And it's like his GGC number, so I like text him and I'm like, hey, can we meet? I have to register on Monday and I doubt you want to meet over the weekend, so can we meet Friday? No response from text. And I am just like fuming at this point.
Yeah, you're just like, brother, please.
My brother, please.
Give me the loops.
Friday. I get out of my first class on Friday and I'm just chilling there and I'm like, gosh, please. I text him, hey. I just say hey. And he sends back, yeah, what's up?
Instant response.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, I didn't know you knew how to respond to things. You've barely responded to me. And I'm like, what do you mean? And also I'm like, what's up? I'm like,
what's up?
You're my mentor. You're not supposed to.
What's good?
And he's like, yeah, what's good? And I'm just like, I need
registration.
I need to meet with you, and there's a hold on. Well, I need to register, and there's a hold on my account. And he goes, I'm like, can we meet? And he goes, just text me what you want to do.
I wish it was that easy.
And I'm like, what do you mean text? And I text him, no response. Get a text Monday from him saying, released your hold. just
like,
I have yet to meet with this man.
You're lucky, man. I wish I didn't have to meet my mentor.
Actually, I'm gonna see. Sam has been getting new mentors each time.
Death almost approached Canaan again.
Death approaches.
Yeah. I've been a few people I've talked to in some of my classes. Like apparently freshman year you have a mentor, and then like they change it out after that. Apparently, but
well, I haven't talked to anyone about my holds.
Yeah, apparently. China's about to.
Don't get distracted.
Hold up. I can't tell who's who. Who am I watching?
You're watching Denmark and China.
Who just... No!
China wins.
Blizzard's giving them the advantage.
China wins.
Can you spot the attracted to the other sex person? Hold on. Let her turn. Hold on. Let her turn her head.
Are you saying...
Hold on. No, Ken, just let her turn her head.
I think you spoke wrong.
Wait. To the same sex.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, let her...
I know she has a side shaved head, Huber.
Hold on. We have to let the audience see.
The audience can't see. Huber, you're... This is... No. No. All right, next topic.
Oh, there it is.
Eyes focused away. I'm about to say, I'm like, dude... I'm not even letting you have control of the computer. I'm just having the computer there, and you're just like...
Oh, the temptation, yes.
Episode 30? Question mark?
Question mark.
We've come so far. We're at 35. Oh, my gosh.
So, Canaan,
yeah.
Do you want to do your embarrassing noise or...
Well, we can do my embarrassing...
LM3.
Oh. We can do my embarrassing noise. Go
ahead, Ken. Make the noise.
For those of you who are friends of mine, good friends of mine, you know who you are if you're a friend of mine. The rest of you can just leave.
Oof.
Leave now. No.
Oof.
But is UK actually like fighting?
It's OT and they just lost. It's OT for them and I think they just lost.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they just lost.
South Korea wins. Okay.
Ouch. Expected though.
Expected, not expected.
It's just like at that point, like
I know
you're just playing to just play.
But I'm a fan of a good platformer.
Canaan is a fan of platformers. Yeah.
We've had this discussion on the podcast before. Actually,
it was the Gangbang podcast when there was 4 of us.
Yeah, on my birthday. I don't think that's what we called the episode.
No,
I think that episode was called. I knew it had
I don't
demonic
remember.
Pikachu in it.
Something like that.
No, I knew demonic Pikachu was part of it. I don't remember the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Unknown.
unknown. Yeah, we talked about the escape room. But anyway, so I'm a fan of a good platformer, as a good boy would, a good Christian boy would. And one of my favorite games that came out last year a game that came out last year that I've played this year. That's my favorite game of last year that I played this year. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Was a game called Celeste.
Teal.
What?
Teal.
Teal?
Celestial body.
Celeste. Okay.
Yes.
No, Celeste is a game about climbing a mountain, and of course the mountain is metaphorical as well as physical. It's like getting over your hurdles, and it's about this girl with depression and anxiety trying to climb a mountain.
Just take the pills, man.
Really fun game, and it's a really beautiful game.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that you beat the story mode normally.
Okay.
It's tricky, but it's not hard. Then they unlock the B-sides of all the levels, which are just hard. Then there's C-sides. I haven't even touched the C-sides yet, because I beat all the levels A and B-sides, and I'm like, I'm done.
That's it. I did it. I'm done.
Hands off. Time. Time 6 months. Okay. Just
Yep. New record. New world record.
new world.
Yep.
Speed running here.
Speedrunner. 6 months.
Not even, dude. Oh my gosh. And I'm never gonna 100% complete that game.
No.
Maybe one day I'll crack open the C-sides, but I'll never 100% complete it for one reason. You collect strawberries through the game, and they have these gold strawberries, which you have to unlock. Each gold strawberry is at the beginning of the level, and you unlock the gold strawberry by beating the entire level without dying.
Easy.
Not easy. Do you know how many deaths I rack up in a single level?
None, because you're a platformer.
A couple hundred.
Oh my gosh.
There's one level. So basically, they released this new chapter, a DLC, a free DLC level. Called Chapter 9.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Very creative with
Very
naming
creative.
scheme.
Yes.
And it involves the death of a character in the game and dealing with that character's death. And by gosh, this level is the longest level I've ever played in Celeste. And they want to know how I know it's long? The official guide for it, I haven't watched the guide, but I've looked at it just to see how long it is. The official guide, which shows no mistakes, so it's just every puzzle is 30 minutes long.
Oh dear.
30
Golly.
minutes.
That's like a Destiny 2 raid, except
A Destiny 2 raid.
That's like hours.
No, I was about to say, I'm like, dude, I've been playing this one level for a month now.
Did you beat it?
As far as I can tell, I'm halfway through it.
Ouch.
And let me explain. They ruffled my feathers.
This is Canaan's
This is my angry face.
Oh.
This is my angry face.
Zoom in. Editor, zoom in.
I'll maybe remember to do that.
There you go. Maybe if you make the noise. Oh, enough.
Angry face.
There you go. I think that's enough for the editor to remember.
But basically what happened is so basically the way each level ends is there's a heart. And you have to smash the heart. I'm doing this level, and I've been at this point. This was about 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, gosh, can I just be done with this level? And I see the corner of a heart, and I'm like, oh, there it is, this heart, yes. And I go over and I smash it, and then like the main character does the floating animation. It's all about to end, and then she goes, no, this can't be the end. And I'm like, this is the end. This better be the end. And then it just drops you, and it's like, no, there has to be more. And I'm like, and I'm like, did I say you could speak? It's like, I was done. And so basically it unlocked this other part of the level, and I have to do this part. And then that leads me to this story.
Yes.
There is not even one level, one screen, because the way the level works is it's a screen, and you go through the screen. Once you get to the screen, it's like, it's not a checkpoint, but like, it's like a mental checkpoint, because you can save and quit the game, and as long as you'll save you at the screen.
Right.
So it's just like bang, boom, and it's like yay, and I'm like the screen is like a mini checkpoint. This one screen, mind you, I have been playing for 2 weeks. And I know exactly what I need to do.
Mm.
But this level, they actually took things that speedrunners do in the game and built obstacles and puzzles that require you to use those things. So I'm having to do like game-breaking jumps to beat this.
Nice.
And I haven't beaten it. and I've gotten close. And not last night, 2 nights ago, I was watching anime, just chilling, relaxing, doing all good, shooting some b-ball outside the hood. When a couple of guys up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Oh my gosh.
So I was playing, and I'm like, you know what? And just because I was doing some coding for a project, finished that code, submitted it, but there was still about 10 minutes left in the anime episode. So I just boot up my Switch and start trying that screen. It's like 2 a.m. And I'm just doing it, and I'm like getting nowhere with it. And legit, just this one random attempt. I like put down the controller for a bit, and I started watching the show like intently for a bit, and I'm like, pick up the controller, one quick attempt. I legit was so close. I did a perfect wave dash into a perfect corner jab to get the aerial that you need to grab onto the side of the cube. And then I dropped at the perfect time, timed it perfectly to jump off the spring pad and ram the corner. And I am peering over the spike wall, and there's the platform to end the screen. And I freaked out, and I ran myself into a spike wall, and I went, and I just was so I'm like, if anyone was awake at that time, they just hear at 2 a.m. me in my room, and
just like platformer noises,
and then just hear,
and it's just silence. Yeah, that'd be a little suspicious.
It's a little sus. And I just sat there, and I was like,
defeated.
And then I just tried one more attempt. I didn't even get the proper wave dash I needed, so I just turned it off and I went to bed.
That was post-nut clarity for Canaan right there.
Hey, no nut November, though.
It is starting today.
I was about to say get those nuts out, but it's too late now.
Too late now.
It's too late now. Hope you had a happy Halloween and stuff.
Yeah. I
can't say what I was about to say. But yeah, so that was an embarrassing noise I made.
Once you get done with LM3, my fact of the day could be replaced by that other one for this episode.
No.
No, we'll interchange the things.
All
right, my fact of the day.
No.
Thank you for watching Scatterpot Podcast.
Huber, we're not done yet.
Do not Pikachu.
We're not done. We're not done yet.
Pikachu's gay. Go ahead.
We're not done yet.
Pikachu's gay. Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's not 5 o'clock yet. Did you just look at your wrist?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 5 o'clock. In case you're wondering, we still have like about 15 minutes till it's 5 o'clock.
Correct. That's what the phone says.
My phone doesn't say the time right now.
45 minutes.
That's how long we've been recording. That's assuming we started like at
46 minutes.
Okay. So, Luigi's Mansion 3 came out yesterday. I'm about halfway done with the game. Gotta love the dogs. Halfway done with the game, and I've really enjoyed it.
He's really enjoyed it, guys.
I've really enjoyed it. Unofficial, official Scatterpot Podcast review of Luigi's Mansion 3. It's good. It's
Would you rate the game 10 out of 10?
No, I would give it an.
Oof.
I would give it a 9 out of 10 though. Oh. Because there are there's these weird glitches. So one thing that is interesting about the Luigi's Mansion franchise is even though those games aren't popular, they usually are the games that push the systems to their limits. For one reason. So you have a vacuum in the game,
Right.
and you can suck things up.
Mhm.
And usually, they make almost every object interactable
Right. Yeah.
with that. So like you're in these rooms with hundreds of objects and stuff like that, and it's really cool and it's a really fun game. But when I say there's like weird performance issues, there's times when I want to rip a curtain off a wall, but I have to like suck at it for a bit and like move Luigi in the right spot until eventually it just goes, and I'm like, oh, there we go. So like, just I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, but I've really enjoyed it. It's a very fun game. They added this new mechanic where if you're sucking a ghost in your vacuum, you can just slam them in the ground.
Oh my gosh.
You can like basically just like you're sucking up a ghost and then you just go and just like swing it over, and you can suck up to 2 ghosts in the vacuum.
And one suck.
And two ghosts, one suck, and then you slam them into other ghosts, and you can get sort of
chain reaction.
For those people in Luigi's Mansion 3 playing 3, you can get some like mad combos, because the way you have to catch ghosts is you have to flash them with a flashlight,
right,
to make them like tangible.
Spooked.
Well, tangible per se, because otherwise your vacuum doesn't do anything. And once they're tangible and they're blind, they're like, you can suck them up in your vacuum. Mm-hmm. Or if you body slam another ghost into another ghost, they become tangible. So if you time it right, you can smash one ghost into another ghost and then immediately pick up that ghost and get mad combos. But now I'm getting annoyed because there are ghosts that have like shades on. So when you flash them with the flashlight, they're just like, what? Just like what's up? They're just like, what's up?
Excuse me?
So you have to suck the glasses off their face.
Oh,
dude, it's a fun game, fantastic game. Before we move into the next topic, anything you want to talk about? Because legit, with the amount of things you provided this episode, you're standing at a solid 1. That's why I'm not going to let you get away with.
If you're looking to buy a PC,
do your ad.
Yeah, if you're looking to buy a PC, I'm looking to sell
This episode is brought to you by Huber PC.
Huber PC parts for all your PC part needs. Yes, but if you're looking for a gaming PC, I will sell it to you for $375. I think that's what I'm gonna keep the min at. Maximum I want to sell it for is $500, because I mean that's like the most. That'd be like, the most I would want someone to pay for it if it was, Anyways,
and this proves that Huber doesn't have a sales degree, because you should start with the highest number,
yes,
and then work your way down. But he's an idiot and says, here's the lowest price, but if you want to pay more, you can.
Yes.
I won't let you pay more than this.
Yes.
See, but literally anything else you want to talk about? Like, what's been going on in the land of Huber?
Work, school, and more work. That's my life right now.
But, like, anything interesting or spicy?
I mean, next Saturday, for that coaching thing, I'm going to be talking on a panel.
Okay, hold on. This reminds me.
Nice.
Aren't you talking to someone as well about coaching thing? That's coming up soon? You mentioned it in our Discord. You were talking.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to the CEO of the company.
Why don't you talk about that? That's like interesting stuff.
We were just discussing payment things such as
but I mean like you mentioned that you're going to be part of a panel, like.
Oh, well, I mean, it's November 9th at Georgia State College.
Not GGC, your alma mater.
No, it'd be better because it wouldn't be as far away. But anyways,
Georgia State?
Downtown.
Downtown? Oh, Atlanta? Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big oof,
dude,
but
that's gonna be fun. How like, is this like a conference? Like, is this like a?
It's a. What's going on? Well, okay. So as far as what I know is, I'm going to be at the panel at 10, and then we'll be coaching, or I'll be coaching at my normal time. But there's going to be a tournament going on, and I was invited to play in the tournament. My CEO asked if I wanted to play, and I said no. Just due to it was like Overwatch and Hearthstone and League of Legends and stuff like that, and I said no.
Should have done Overwatch at least.
I said no because of recent events. I did not want to play Overwatch.
Gosh, what?
That's what I said. Anyways,
You're such a little hoe bag.
I'm sticking to it. Anyways,
but like here's the thing. It's like not even big news anymore because
that's why people forget. It's too quick. People forget too easily.
Yeah, but the thing is that you're like, it's just people have gotten past it. I haven't seen any signs in the audience or any poo costumes yet.
Oh, because they're probably kicked out. They're probably not gonna show it.
But like, so like the thing is
that'd be hilarious. I want to see it. I want to see someone vlog because they're not gonna show it anywhere else.
Like, dude, I was thinking we'd see signs at least because maybe tomorrow in the main arena for Overwatch event.
More
I mean, currently we're only watching the Overwatch World
live
Cup.
stream, yeah.
So like we're not actually seeing any crowd work, but during the announcements and stuff, they didn't seem anything. Also, they announced Diablo 4 not coming to phones, by the way.
Man,
dude, I'm like, that's so funny to me because there's no like I'm very much stand up like and defend those, but what they did last year I could not defend.
They done goofed super hard.
They goofed hard last year, and it was so funny.
It's pretty funny.
You guys have phone? Do you guys not have phones?
You all have phones, don't you?
That was a year ago, and yet it's still such quality meme material. Like, there's not much memes of it right now, but it's quality.
Oh, it's there. No, people know what it is.
Oh no, people know what it is. My brain had a thought for a second, and my brain is still thinking. Say things while my brain thinks.
So yeah, the panel, I'll just be talking about my biography. I don't know 100%. I'm gonna have to ask him some more questions about what he wants me to do, because he wants me to write a biography about something, which I know what a biography is, but he said some exact thing I don't remember. And then I had to provide a picture of myself so I can put it on the.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
I was like, provide a picture of what, like. And what you're not gonna do this because you're you, but you know what you should do? You should not vlog per se, but just take pictures or record. Because dude, you're going to a panel.
Yeah, I'll take Snapchat pictures for you. I'll send them to you if you want.
Well, dude, just like take pictures, like, I would say take video clips, but you're not much one for vlogging. You're not a fan of the vlog aesthetic. Cause dude, we could just put that in a podcast episode. For a YouTube podcast episode.
YouTube exclusive. Top.
Because just imagine, like, in a couple episodes, not next episode, of course, because we'll record next episode by then, but, like, just imagine, just, like, alright, if you're on YouTube, we're gonna watch a clip of Huber in his panel. And then it's like, and we show like a little fun clip and thing and all that. But in the audio version of the podcast, which most people watch or listen to, it's gonna be like, all right, we're gonna watch this clip,
and we're back,
and we're back. Which would be really funny actually, and I want to do so.
Oh, he said, CEO also said.
Okay, what did he say?
Oh, I can't remember the exact thing, but he said he's getting me a pass to like a event or something, and it's like starts with the C, I think. I think it's for computers and stuff like that, like not cyberpunk, cyber beast, something. And that'll be fun to do.
I wish you would give me more.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Hold on. It's a tech event?
I think I basically would have like full access to everything.
Is it in Georgia?
And I'm meeting the Atlanta Rain coach.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing you mentioned in the Discord that I was trying to get. You're meeting with the Atlanta Rain. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, Siri's trying to get things. Siri's like,
are they playing? Or they already lost? Or are they,
who?
This is the World Cup, so it's just USA, or is this like Atlanta Rain?
No, Atlanta Rain is probably not in.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
No, because the thing, and also the US team, it's never Cloud9 or anything like that, or any of those. They usually just pick players.
The best of the best.
Yeah, they pick the best. Yeah. Like, I haven't been keeping up, so I have no idea who's on the US team for this World Cup. I could easily look that up, but I'm not going to. I'm looking up tech events in Atlanta.
Is
Is that where it's at?
I don't know. He's just said.
Is it Collision?
No,
That's the first one that came up.
it's not Collision. It's not Siege. I mean, it's still having its little fit, but it's just doing it.
I'm just trying to find like DevOps, certified web developers, HTML, a whole JavaScript conference. That sounds
interesting.
That sounds like.
How much fun is that,
dude? CDX, is that it?
No,
Chief Digital.
I don't remember, dude. If I'll tell you when.
Cancer immunotherapy.
Yes.
Oh wait. No, that's not it. I saw cyber and I'm like, but it's cybersecurity.
Yes.
Cybersecurity lectures.
A conference about cybersecurity.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, you'll have to get back to us on that on what event you're being. Now we mentioned this last week. We want to start introducing segments.
Yes. So
what segments have you been thinking of?
Well, something we can because
here's the thing. I know I've been trying to talk to people. I didn't see any. Actually, I didn't look, but I'm pretty sure we didn't get any comments on anything. Mm-hmm. I talked to a bunch of people and I asked them what they wanted us to talk about, and most of the thing people wanted us to talk about was the AirPods Pro. So that's why it's number one on that little thing. Okay. But so we talked about that. But like, what segments were you thinking of? Because it sounded like you wanted to make Huber's Fun Topic of the Day a segment. But guess what? That's every week, baby. You're not getting out of this.
No, what? We'll tried to go up.
Well, no. I went up to get comfortable, but then I forgot I have no headroom, so I slumped back down. Just like, ooh. I'm going up and down real quick.
So, thinking we have because basically, I want the viewers, people who are listening right now,
our
listeners, viewers, you know,
our listeners,
to kind of know what to expect.
Yeah, okay.
In the terms that
you want to provide more structure to this.
Yes,
this unstructured mess. Yes. Well, I mean, we have a structure. It's random gibberish
on a whiteboard.
Wait, no, random gibberish. Huber's Fun Fact of the Day. That's our structure right now.
But yeah, I mean, like that. The issue would be, exactly choosing exactly what topics are like.
If we want to talk specifically, like if we want to have a section where we talk about gaming and stuff like that, because. I mean, heck, we just did a whole episode surrounding gaming for the most part. Mm-hmm. If we want to have a section about life, where we just talk about stupid stuff that's happened in our lives.
Probably like tech talk, life talk, and then...
just you want to add more structure to the podcast. Yeah,
but that's basically about it.
And we can talk this through in the upcoming weeks and hopefully start implementing these to... I don't want to say an episode when it's going to start happening.
Episode 39.
Golly.
It's 4 weeks away.
That's not too long a time, and we're like coming up on the holiday season, my dude.
My dude.
But fun.
There's no women on that team, either one.
Which one? Oh, well, UK just got creamed.
Of course. South Korea
got the victory.
Sweden and China and Canada. Oh no,
dude. All right, so fun little aside. I am an AMC Stubbs A-list member.
Canaan is. That's correct.
And I have seen 3 movies this week.
Canaan has seen 3 movies this week. Correct.
And I'm gonna mainly talk about 2 of them.
Yes.
'Cause, golly, I watched some garbage. Mm-hmm. I watched hot, steamy, filth garbage yesterday. Mm-hmm. And then today I watched lukewarm garbage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which one do you want to... let's talk about the lukewarm garbage. Because there's less hate for that one immediately.
Yes.
So today I saw Terminator Dark Fate.
I knew it. I got it right.
Boy, I don't like that movie.
Canaan, it's Terminator. How do you not like the movie? Critics say it's the next best thing since Terminator 2.
So here's the thing. A lot of people are like, it's the best Terminator since Terminator 2. And I'm like, that's not a high bar. That's like when the Meg movie said best shark movie since Jaws. That's not a high bar.
Jaws was great.
Jaws 1 was great.
Jaws
the other
2,
Jaws,
Jaws 3,
movies,
Jaws 4.
The other Jaws movies are not great. The Sharknado movies should not even count as movies. 37 Meters Down is not a great movie, and so Meg technically was the best shark movie since Jaws, but that bar just required it to be passing. it just had to at least clear the bar. It didn't have to but what can I say about Terminator Dark Fate without spoiling it? Absolutely nothing. It is hot booty garbage, though. Well, lukewarm booty garbage.
Lukewarm, yes.
Yeah, lukewarm booty garbage. It is just... And you know what the Bible says about lukewarm?
Spit it out.
Spit it out. You'd rather it be hot. Hot or cold garbage.
That's right.
Than lukewarm garbage.
That's right.
It's just... It's so... I can't say anything without spoiling it. There's so much of the movie that doesn't work for me. And a lot of it consists of choices that are made. There's a lot of it's not a great movie. It's fine if you are a fan of it. Okay. I figured out two things that I can say. So that scene in the trailers of Sarah Connor saying, "I'll be back."
I'll be back.
That line makes even less sense in the context of the scene. She it's just, and it comes out of nowhere. It just doesn't work and jive, and they keep on referencing past Terminator movies, but then failing to reference the Terminator movies. Like this one. So one thing that I judge movies on is that if the movie knows what it is. Now, if this movie dedicated to the cheese factor of this movie would have been great. But it tried so hard to be real and serious. And let me explain what I mean by cheese. There's a scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, which is not... I mean, anyone who's seen Judgment Day knows it's not the Terminator from those movies, because that one got burnt up. And I'm not going to explain the context of how this Terminator exists or what this Terminator is. But he exists. And there's a scene where he's standing in front of a mirror, and there's a pair of shades in front of him. That's what you'd think. He picks up the shades, looks at them, then just puts them back down.
Okay.
Do you know...
Cue laugh track.
Do you know how much more I would have loved the movie if he just went like... Yeah! And then the electric guitar solo. But, dude, if they dedicated to the cheese, but they were just like... And they do it as like a moment like, no, I'm past that point in my life. And I'm like, what does this mean? It's so stupid. And also the new robot in this movie, they show what it looks like in the future, and it has these like tentacle arms and stuff like that. And then in the past, I'm like, where's your tentacle arms? Those seem very useful and very tactical. Where are your tentacles, my dude? Meanwhile, in the future, and then like it can do this weird thing where so you know that shot they show in the trailer where it looks like he's duplicating himself. He's not duplicating himself. He can separate his skin, which is this like nanobot material, from the endoskeleton, which is the classic Terminator body. So there can never be more than two of them. But then the thing is that the one that's not made of metal, like the one that is weaker, the skin one, is showing mass amounts of strength that shouldn't be possible with it being like a sludgy nanobody mess. And, like, the rules of it don't make sense, because then in another scene, you see these Terminators that do not have a skin on them, that then turn into two Terminators. The movie doesn't explain or make sense in any way, shape, or form. It's bad, it's stupid, and it's weird because this movie, its horrible future, takes place in the 40s, 2040.
Okay.
And then there's this character who is an adult in the future, who is a 5-year-old in the past, and they show you that she is there just as like a nod, like that character, this character was alive at this point.
Right.
And I'm like, wait a minute. The revolution happened when this girl was like 10. You're telling me in 5 years there are going to be cybernetic Terminators taking over the world?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like...
It's okay, Canaan.
This is my angry face.
It's okay, Canaan. It's just a movie.
Yeah.
It's just a movie,
And
Canaan.
that's the lukewarm hot garbage.
It's just a movie.
Do you want to guess what the hot garbage was?
I have no idea.
It's a movie that a lot of commercials are coming out for right now, and it was the big Halloween movie of this year.
Oh.
Countdown.
Oh.
Have you not heard about this? It's a movie where it's about an app that counts down to 0, and at 0, you die.
That's it.
That's it. And
all right.
Boy, is it hot garbage. First off, I'm just going to talk about the thing that ruffles my feathers the most, grinds my gears, chaps my khakis. As a person who hasn't worn khakis in like a year or two?
Oh, I thought you meant like... Yeah,
Khaki colored?
Yes, yeah.
No, I wear khaki colored all the time, just not khakis.
Not khakis itself.
Where are my khakis? Alright. So, this app, everyone's downloading it all over the world.
Right.
Then they meet this tech guy, who supposedly can hack the app. He mentions this app is 60 gigs.
Holy crap.
Holy crap indeed. These people are downloading these things in seconds. And I'm like, this app is 60.
Maybe this is in the future, Canaan. You don't know. Where everybody has gig speeds.
It looked like they were holding like iPhone 8s and stuff like that.
It's a parallel universe.
So it's 60 gig app, and the main character's like, is that big? And the tech guy's like, it's like a whole season of Game of Thrones on your phone big. And I'm just like, God, I hate this. that line happens midway through the movie, and I'm just like, oh Lord, I hate this.
It's already you're
well, no.
like,
At that point, I hated it already, but that line was just like the line that I was like,
that was it.
Oh gosh. And then there's like this. They meet this like a Catholic priest who listens to a Little Nas. They walk into his office, and it's just so bad on so many levels. And like, here's the part that confuses me the most. Even as a crappy horror movie, its demon logic doesn't even make sense.
Okay.
The logic of the demon is this. They base it on this folktale that doesn't exist.
Okay.
But you know, it's a horror movie, so they can create folktales. And it's like, there once was a knight who... I am going to spoil this movie because this movie doesn't deserve people to watch it. It's like there was this knight who wanted to know the day of his death. So he asks a witch. Witch tells him, and then he changes what he was going to do because he was about to go into war in 3 days, and he found out he was going to die in 3 days. So he doesn't go to war. He sends his brother into war. His brother ends up winning the war, and there's a demon chasing him. And basically the rules is, if you use the information that you have of your death to alter the effects of your death, a demon will chase you.
Sure.
Which is the whole point of this movie. It's people trying to avoid their death. It's basically Final Destination, but PG-13 and sucky. But there's this one character who has the demon chasing them that legit should not have the demon chasing them. Because it's the whole thing is like like for example, the main character, she was planning on going on a car trip with her father and her sister. She downloads the app, realizes that she's going to die the same day as that car trip, decides to cancel on her dad, saying we can't do it, and the dad decides to cancel the whole trip because like he's like, all right, we'll do it another day. Because of this, the demon goes after the main character. But the sister then downloads the app later, and she has the demon chasing after her because her sister changed the future of her death.
Yeah.
The sister didn't do anything, yet she has this demon chasing her. Because the sister didn't go, Dad, I'm sorry, I'm not going on the trip either. The whole trip was canceled, yet this demon is chasing the sister just so there could be more scenes of this demon tormenting people.
Yeah.
In, like, stupid ways. And, like... And then the whole logic they have to do at the end of the movie is if all we have to do is beat the demon, we have to prove the demon wrong. Which it means you have to either kill someone early before their timer is supposed to happen, or someone needs to die 1 second after their time. Just beat it by 1 second, and then the whole curse for everyone is lifted. And I'm like, that's really vague and very stupid. Okay, but let's go with it, okay? The final scene consists of the sisters, the main character and her sister. They, after failing to murder a person, they try to murder a dude. he wasn't a good guy, so he was a bad guy, but they tried to murder him. Still not okay. But the demon, every time she'd get close to murdering him, the demon literally would just throw her or pull the person out of the way and like manipulate it so he wouldn't die. So this demon's pretty powerful. Then the two sisters are getting close to die. The younger sister is supposed to die first. And this scene shows you the younger sister's countdown clock as the older sister's about to inject herself with medicine. Now, you don't know whether it's the fact of this older sister dying early or if the younger sister dying a second later, because the older sister dies at the point that the younger sister should have died.
Okay.
So she technically died early, but also the younger sister didn't die at the end of her clock. Showing that this demon only can handle one person at a time, per se.
Okay.
Instead of like quickly just turning around, snapping the sister's neck, and then dealing with her. But the sister's about to inject drugs, and this demon who just could throw things and get things all thrown about, can't do anything about that. And she's like, I'm about to inject myself. This amount of medicine was supposed to kill a man. This is no. This is the quote. She said, "This is enough morphine, which is the drug, to kill you." And it's the guy she's trying to murder, a male, a infit physical male, 3 times over. Okay. Same syringe full of morphine, so she's about to like 3 times kill a guy who's bigger than her.
Yeah, so it's even more potent for her.
Yeah, so she should have died. So like this whole demon can't do anything, and I was really curious because like, if the demon can only work on one person at a time, per se, because we never saw the demon act on 2 people at a time. There are literally, we see this, there are millions of people who downloaded the app.
Right.
How is this demon keeping up with things? But he spends so much time with the main characters, I really doubt it. Because, like, not that many people download it. You see the source code and you see all the active users. There's, like, millions of them. Oh, this movie's bad. And then, so the sister injects herself, she dies early, and the demon goes, Rah! And just explodes. And I'm, like, still don't know if it's the younger sister not dying on time or the older sister dying on time, because the drugs take a second to kick in, and like you kind of let the person you had to kill like right then and there just kind of sit there. It's like, and they kept on showing the younger sister's countdown, so I have no clue. And the demon explodes, and then on her arm, the older sister arm, she wrote a drug name and then a circle on it, and she had the drug in her pocket, and the younger sister pulls it out and saves her older sister. And I'm like, what? How? I know you're a doctor. But she was like, she literally just got past her test. She's officially a doctor, like at the beginning of this movie. And I'm like, I know you're a doctor, but like, sure. I don't know. And then it's all happy in her family. They've reunited. Mother's dead, of course. Mothers are dead, of course. Like,
of course. Always.
So they're at her grave, and it's all nice and sweet. And then on the main character's phone, she looks down, it says countdown, update 2.0. And then it cuts to credits. And I'm like, I swear if there's a sequel, I'm going to
watch it. I'm going to buy a million tickets and watch this movie so it does succeed.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Yes.
It's hot garbage. And let me see if why don't you explain what I'm about to pull up? It's 5 o'clock.
Oh, yes. So we basically wait until 5 o'clock to get one last little topic for y'all. Canaan is going to tell us if he made it into Georgia Tech or not.
Yeah. So the reason I haven't registered for classes at GTC yet is because complications at UGA didn't end up working out. The only thing is that potentially I'm not confident. And yeah, so it's a quick question before I click this link. Do you think I made it into Georgia Tech?
No, because you're white and you're male.
Dang.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, if you were black and a female, I think you would have made it.
Black? Dang. All right. Hold on. Click here to view decision letter.
Uh-oh. Did you make it?
All right. Let's see. The Committee of Undergraduate Admission has reviewed your application and admission to Georgia Tech. After carefully considering you, we regret to inform you we are unable to offer you admission. I knew it. It was less it was like Daniel was wondering, is it because you're not confident in your skills? Or you're not confident in like that you'd like it? And I'm like, I'm not confident in my like front facing value. Like, because you have to realize, I mean, I haven't taken any classes towards engineering.
Right, yeah.
And that's because I haven't been able to. And I just didn't, like, when I was, like, typing up my application, I'm like, dude, I'm not. I don't think my odds are good. Hold on, I want to read what the rest of this says. You were carefully evaluated individually and comparatively in an attempt to enroll the strongest students. This year's candidates were a diverse group, white, of applicants whose talents and credentials were as numerous as they were outstanding. Our decision was not easy, but the process was thorough and fair. In the process of making our selection, we regretfully are aware that we would have, I can't read the sentence, regretfully aware that we would have to disappoint many good applicants who sincerely desire to attend at Georgia Tech. We appreciate your interest that you've shown in Georgia Tech and wish you success in your pursuit of a higher education. Sincerely, Rick Clark, or Dick Clark. Dick Clark. Dick Clark,
Detective Dick.
Director of Undergraduate Admission. I can download the PDF of this. Download
Put it on the fridge.
Wait. We have a wireless printer, and I want to see. My dad's near the printer. I'm just gonna print my denial. Hold on.
Dad, look.
Oh my gosh! You know what? Print.
I want to see this reaction.
Okay, so this has been a fun fact of the week while this is printing.
I want to think about it. I don't really know how this. Fun fact of the week. Did you know that? I don't know.
Come on, give us a fun fact of the week.
I'm trying to think of something.
It's not finding the printer. Print. Just print. This is the funniest thing I could do.
Oh,
I'm connected to the wrong Wi-Fi. That's why it's not. Yeah, I need to connect to Caleb. Is still stupid. Right.
Oh man, dude. I have no idea.
You good, my dude?
I can't think of a fact. I don't. There's like nothing.
You had a long time to think about
I was trying to think the whole time. I mean, there's not. Oh, what was it? Think of the memes where like things were founded or created, you know.
Oh,
gravity founded.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
We were getting pretty close to rivaling our streak of silence from last week. That was a solid 5 seconds. Come on, fun fact of the week.
Elon Musk has donated 1 million trees.
Can you give me a less sucky fun fact?
I already gave you the fun fact about oxygen before.
Come on, Huber.
There's nothing. You say fun fact. I need to find something that you find fun.
Just say a fun fact.
Like, there's nothing. I can't. Like, what am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
Exactly. There's like nothing to say.
Huber.
Like, you don't want me to say cars are white because it's the cheapest color to buy. There's a fun fact right there.
Big if true. If that was true, that would be a.
Why? I mean, white's the cheapest color to buy for a car. There's a little fact for you. There's about 52 weeks in a year, and there's a little fun fact for you. There are 365 days in a year. That's a fun fact for you. Yeah, fun facts. I've given you your fun
Is this
facts.
where the road ends?
Yes, this is it.
No, also the printer's not printing it, so I'm a little disappointed in that. Double disappointment. Huber, fun fact of the week. I'll try to cover you if I can think of one real quick.
I'm saying, man.
Well, but the thing is that here's the difference. It's not my job to do this. Hold on. I'm gonna Google fun fact. Fun fact of the week. Fun fact. Daily random. Why don't you download this daily random facts app? I'm just saying, you could look at it beforehand.
Could, but that'd be too much work.
Hold on. Let's see. Fun facts. Fun facts of the day. See, there are people who do this for every day, Huber.
It's rough.
You have to just do this once a week. Let's see. Let's find 9 million adults in Britain have never used the internet.
Okay. There you go.
There's your fun fact. Fun fact of the week. 9 million people in Britain have never heard of our podcast.
Yes, there you go.
Guess what? A lot more people in Britain have never heard of our podcast.
The entire country of Great Britain.
I want to see if there's any... the drugs used for a lethal injection in Texas cost $83. Go down to your local pharmacy.
Commit die.
Commit seppuku, but in
Yes.
Texas with a needle instead of in China with a sword. Hey, new Subway sliders four times. $189 each. All right, so that has been the Scatterpot Podcast.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for SoundCloud at the Scatterpot Podcast, YouTube at the Scatterpot. It's the, because, Scatterplots, so make sure it's the. And then, last one, Instagram, Scatterpot_podcast. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Mwah! Mwah, 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 mwah.